Hey, Monty, would you do me a favour?
Depends what it is.
Well, I've been thinking about what you and Bea said about the money, you know, about having to hide it real good.
Yeah?
My old man's a real demon, you know, he can smell money a mile off.
So?
So, I don't reckon I've hit it too good.
What do you want me to do about it?
You'll be getting out of here soon, won't you? Well, if I give you a piece of the action, do you reckon you could move it to a safer spot for me?
Lenny. Come on, Lynn, you got to talk to me sometime.
All right, Anderson, come on, up you get. No point lying in there on your own.
Go jump.
That'll do, Doreen.
You're in enough trouble, Anderson, without adding insubordination to the list.
The governor wants to see you after breakfast.
What about?
Oh, I'm sure you know.
I just hope you get what's coming to you.
Come on, Doreen. Hurry up and get dressed.
Lenny.
Look, stop calling me that. I lost my work release because of you, and Lizzie took the blame for something she didn't even do. So you weren't even big enough to own up to it, so just leave me alone.
Come on, Lenny. Dor didn't make me do it, so let's forget the whole thing, eh?
I won't forget it.
Mrs. Davidson says she won't stop your parole, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
She better not.
You're a bit hard on Doreen, weren't you?
What'd you expect?
What are you trying to do? Freeze us out of our cells?
Now, stop complaining, Smith. You're lucky you've even got heating.
You call this heating? It's all right for you lot. You can go home to warm beds.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter whose.
You're just out of condition, Smith.
How would you know, Fletch?
Maybe Mrs. Jackson could talk to Dr. Miller about keeping us in condition.
Ooh, what's got into you? Thought you didn't care about him anymore.
I don't.
Yeah, well, just because your fancy lawyer friend's giving you the brush, no need to make everyone else's life a misery.
Since when did you start caring about a screw's feelings?
Since I found out that some of them have got a few more than some of the idiots in here.
Good morning.
Oh, belt up, Monty.
What did I do? Oh, good morning, Monty. Yeah, thanks. I thought it was too.
Hey, Monty,
Oh, God, what do you want?
did you sleep on it?
I slept on it.
And?
Find yourself another mug. Look, all I want to do is get back with Fred. I'm not doing nothing that's going to land me back in here.
Oh, but think of the loot. Look, name your price and it's yours. Within reason.
Don't need it.
Oh, but it's easy money. Come on, use your head, will you?
She wouldn't know how.
And I always thought you did your trumpeting behind people's backs.
Being a hunk of blubber, I thought you'd want to know. I'm not giving any more handouts to save the whale.
Get out and run before I sit on you and squash you!
Oh, come on, Monty, think about it a bit.
I'll bag it, will you?
Oh, damn.
She tried to stop another girl's parole, Mrs. Davidson. Surely that calls for disciplinary action.
I intend to take action, Mr. Fletcher, but I shall listen to what she has to say first.
If we don't make an example of her, other girls will be doing the same thing.
As I recall, you wanted to make an example of Lynn Warner.
Yes, well, that was an understandable mistake.
Yes. In future, I shall trust my own knowledge of these women rather than taking the advice of someone who has only been here 2 minutes. Come in. I have been told that you were the one who planted the letters and tablets in Lynn Warner's things. Is that true, Doreen?
Yeah.
Why? Had she done something to upset you?
Lynn's a friend of Doreen's.
I see. It was a stupid and very cruel thing to do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm moving you back to the laundry. Lynn can work in the garden until her parole. It won't hurt for you both to be separated for a while.
I suggest we move one of them to another dormitory as well.
No. I mean, I didn't mean to hurt her.
I think Doreen's learnt a lesson.
All right. You can go, Doreen.
You call that discipline?
There is such a thing as too much discipline.
This sort of sick behaviour has got to be stopped.
What do you suggest we do? We can't put every woman in a single cell.
Besides, Lynn will be paroled soon. There's no point in disrupting the rest of the women for such a short period.
Very well. But it's something we should watch in future. Now, the women have got far too much time on their hands. That's why they play these stupid games.
If you have a solution to the problem, I shall be only too happy to hear it.
Well, there's another matter I'd like to discuss with you. Joyce Martin. The police still haven't recovered the money from that robbery.
And?
I'd like to ask her a few more questions.
I was here when you questioned her before. I will not have the women coerced into any rash statements under pressure, Mr. Fletcher. This is not a police department, but if anything positive comes to my attention, I will make sure the right authorities are advised. Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. Mrs. Jackson.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Sure.
Oh, Lynn, have you heard about your parole?
Well, they said it could come through today.
Oh, that's great. You'll get it.
Oh, after all the trouble Doreen's got me into.
Well, at least they know it wasn't your fault.
I couldn't stand it if they turned me down, Karen.
I know. Look, don't be too hard on Doreen. I can't talk. I wasn't very good with Frankie, but she didn't mean it. She didn't set out deliberately to hurt you. I better go.
I thought they would have put you in solitary.
I'm not allowed to work in the garden with you anymore.
Good.
Oh, but you've got to listen to me, Lynn. I missed you, that's all. I got lonely. I know what I'd done to you was rotten, but don't hate me. Lynn? Oh, don't look at me like that, please.
You touch me again, I'll report you.
You're my friend.
I wouldn't be friends with you if we were the only two in here.
Hey, Monty, you got a sec?
Oh, what do you want this time?
Your eyes are better than mine. How about threading that for me, huh?
Struth, you are bloody useless.
Look, there's no way you'll get caught. All you got to do is move it from one place to another. We're the only ones who'll know.
You never let her do.
Oh, what were you going, will you?
Hey, what'd you say? What do you think I'm doing back here?
Oh, there's no need to snap me head off. I only asked.
Yeah, well, if you used your head for once, you wouldn't have to ask such dumb questions.
Yeah, if you didn't do such dumb things, we wouldn't have to ask any questions. Look, you got no one to blame but yourself. So put it down to experience and dry up.
Pity you don't follow your own advice, Smith.
I got some advice for you too, Vera. You want to hear it?
I think we've all heard what little you have to say about 1,000 times.
Oh, she's sharp this morning, girls. The new deputy governor keeping you on your toes, is he, Vera?
You're wanting the governor's office, Ferguson.
Oh, good. What am I supposed to have done this time? Hey, maybe she's heard about my parole.
You'll find out soon enough. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't let people like you out on the street.
That's because you can't live without me, Vera.
Get going. Good luck.
Break an arm, faggy.
It's a leg, stupid.
Oh, won't seem the same without money.
Yeah.
You will be released at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You've hardly been a model prisoner. I shan't be sorry to see you go.
Yeah, that goes for me, too.
I can only hope you will do better on the outside.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. I never want to see another screw again as long as I live. And I mean see, not have.
You got a filthy mouth, Ferguson.
It's all in your mind, Miss Bennett.
That's enough. Now get out. Charming.
Well, that one won't stay out of trouble for too long.
You'd better bring Lynn Warner in, please, Miss Bennett.
Warner?
The board has approved your parole, Lynn. You will be released tomorrow afternoon.
That's fantastic.
If you like, I'll see that your parents are told.
Oh, thank you.
You will have to report to the parole board for the next 3 months, but you can do that from home. You were sent back here once. I trust there won't be a next time. It's not going to be easy, but that's up to you.